Do I have to do it again like last time?
No, I got this.
All right.
Welcome to the Steve Harvey Show.
I'm gonna kill you.
Alright guys, welcome to Dr. Phil. Today we're going to talk about this one young lady and her mother. She's trying to fight the crowd room. Anyway, welcome to another episode of TaviRadio. I'm not Dr. Phil. We don't have any guests. No guests allowed.
And I'm the Wolfman himself.
I'm supposed to introduce.
Oh, shut up. I did it myself. I'm a strong, independent Wolfman.
Speaking of Wolfmen, your boys are coming at me right now because they cannot find the epilogue.
Excuse me?
They cannot find the epilogue of Fourth Star.
Okay. I'll put it up in my media fire.
Anyway, I don't know if you want to leave that in. Anyway.
We'll leave that in. You guys, don't worry. We'll put a link in the media fire below, and you guys can pretty much plunder the riches that it...
But it'll only be up for one day.
No, that's stupid. What am I? Pea soup? What am I? Diarrhea soup?
It's tomato bisque.
I've had tomato bisque. It's actually good.
Yeah, it's a really thick soup.
Yeah, I like bisques. Do you like bisques more than chowder?
I like chowder.
Welcome to Foodcast.
Finally, this is what TaviRadio should have been the whole time.
Do you realize that if we did a Foodcast, we'd have to compete with the Doughboys?
I'm a pretty doughy boy myself. You get the Pillsbury Dough Man himself.
Yeah, so...
On to another episode, boys.
Mm-hmm.
I know in the description of the last video I said Like and I are going to take a break, but we decided... we
got enough time.
We got some time on our hands.
Yeah, we thought we thought this side project that you guys will never know about was going to take a long time, but it actually took a very short time.
Yeah. So, let's talk about some topics. What do you want to start with, Lycan?
Yeah, you know what? I actually have something on my mind. So I've been playing the game Hylix, which is on Steam for $3, so it's not expensive.
That's too much for my blood.
Whatever you pay for a coffee at Starbucks, you can pay for this game. You can pay for this game. You can agent pie for this game.
Well, there is like this service online called I think it's like Coffee Bucks or something, and it's pretty much like
too much.
You donate this on, it's like buy this person a cup of coffee, and it's like donate $3 to them or something.
That's coffee. Yeah, that's coffee.
Yeah,
that's coffee.
Yo, donate to my coffee. Buy me some coffees, guys.
Yeah, I know what that is because a lot of artists that I follow do coffee. Which is just like Patreon but more direct. It's a more legit tip jar with some. Like,
it's an actual just tip jar.
Yeah, I know. I thought about doing a coffee for mine, but let's be realistic.
I wouldn't do a coffee because, first of all, I'm not too popular. Guys, I'll open up the Patreon when 10K subs.
Shh, I got 10K subs. I never opened up Patreon.
Yeah,
because
but
you guys you did
this out of a air quotes labor of love.
Yeah, and also I know I'm being realistic here. There's no way that you guys like whatever money I would make from a Patreon would be able to support my.
And hey, Garfield is unbreakable doesn't have a Patreon, or does he? I'm not sure.
I don't know. I hope he does because that's money I would want to give to that guy. Like he works so hard on those things, harder than I ever worked on mine.
But before we move back onto your topic, question of the day: Would you guys be interested if I opened up a merchandise store?
I would.
Would you guys buy tie-face body pillows?
How naked are you on these things?
One side's fully clothed, the other side's naked.
A full frontal or full back?
Full frontal.
Oh, shit. Let me think about that for a hot minute.
This is the question of the day for the boys at home listening.
Cool Ranch or Cool Ranch?
Ranch or Cool Ranch?
I want a body pillow where the front part is a Cool Ranch Doritos and then the back part is regular Ranch Doritos.
That's not where I thought you were going to go with
Dear
this.
Doritos.
I thought you were going to say I want a body pillow where one side's normal launch and the other one's sneeze launch or the angry launch.
I want that more now. Thanks a lot, actually. Okay, but back to what I was saying. So I've been playing the game Hylix. It's an RPG made by this dude named Mason Lindroth. He's an indie game developer who pretty much has a very signature style that comes out of his use of weird MS Paint and claymation, like Gumby, but if it were made by Salvador Dali in the 90s.
Like Bit Sleep era?
Yeah. It's pretty cool. I like it. I like how it's surreal. I like the characters. But one thing that I've been thinking about in regards to RPGs is, so early on in the game, you get your first party member, which is a guy named Data Smoln, who has like this weird slug tentacle face. He's kind of your magic guy. And one thing I've been thinking about, just like, man, like, he's pretty cool, but then later on you meet people like some Snosa and Pangorma, and they're like, man, these guys are even cooler. And my thing is, like, how often when you play an RPG is your first party member, like, consistently the coolest? Because to me it seems like almost every party member you meet in a like, as you go on, your first party member is always like, oh, he's cool.
Well,
and then, hold on, he's cool. But then everyone else afterward just like, oh man, this guy's even cooler, and this guy's even cooler. The first guy I meet is actually boring, so it kind of escalates to like a level of like every new guy I meet is always cooler than the last guy.
Well,
Like how, I mean, because another example I can think of is Paper Mario, because the first people you meet are always like either a Goomba or a Koopa, and then after that it expands to like even cooler party members from
like a goddamn Yoshi just hatched out of an egg.
Or a ghost, or a ghost of I'm talking about Paper Mario, the first one, because you have Bo.
Oh yeah, Bo, and then you have.
You also have Bombette, and then later on you get Admiral.
Bombette was my favorite one.
Bombette was cool.
Yeah.
And then in the second game you get the Admiral.
Yeah, who is really sad.
Yeah, he is.
Because once you collect.
Also,
collect all the letters that he wrote to his wife, and you bring it to him, and it's just sad.
Yeah, and then also in 1,000 Year Door you get Miss Mouse. And then the Shadow Demon.
And the ghost.
Yeah. The ghost of boobs. Dear Nintendo, did that ghost need to have jiggle physics or boobs? I mean, first of all, did the ghost need to have boobs? Two, do those boobs need to bounce as she, like, floats?
Dear Nintendo, you know you're making an E game? Not an E10 plus?
Yeah, and you put tits in it on a ghost that bounce.
Hey, Food Fight is rated G and it put tits on a bird.
Well, let's be fair. Marina fan art. Hashtag Marina fan art from Splatoon 2. No. Actually, that's a top. Actually, I want to talk about that after I'm done. After you answer this question. So,
aren't they all kids? They're all called Squid Kids. Why would people draw?
Marina's. I don't know how old they are, but Marina's.
You cannot tell me Pearl's over the age. You cannot.
Marina is probably. I mean, she's got a figure. Okay.
Hey, as much of a figure the game wants to give characters.
Yeah, I mean, she's got.
Marty and Callie had more developed figures.
Marina has way more. Marina has way more.
My birthday, screaming children.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull up a picture of Marina, and hopefully a lot of disgusting fan art will not show up.
Oh, I hope.
Oh, this is live, guys. Follow along. I want you to go into Google. I want you to look up Marina. Splatoon.
I want you to look up Eric Andre. Obama picture.
Hold on. I'm going to read you the suggestions that Google gave me. Marina Splatoon. Marina Splatoon age.
Marina Splatoon fan art. Marina Splatoon GIF. Marina Splatoon cosplay. And then art, then Splatfest.
And then amiibo, and then wallpaper, and then voice actor.
By the way, shout out to the fact that Nintendo's putting out Dark Souls amiibos, and the first one is the freaking Hail the Sun.
Okay. Yeah, I know. So this is what she looks like. One, they gave her like a low cut top that's meant to show off like.
Pearl's a gremlin.
I like Pearl. She's kind of cool.
Except Marina looks like she doesn't want to be there.
I know, but yeah. So here's the thing. So because Marina has
I can see it.
Has a little like they gave her like breasts because of that. Like, automatically, all fan art now revolves around giving her enormous tits. Which is like this. Or this. Or this. Or this. Or this. Like, it's funny, because there's an entire, like, comic, fan comic dedicated to two guys having a waifu war over them. And one of them challenges the other guy, like, I dare you to draw Marina with regular sized breasts. And his first thought was like, oh shit, there's no way. Impossible. I have to give her giant boobs.
I dare you to draw Goku not as swole.
Impossible.
Not even Toriyama did it. But anyway, I get what you mean. But okay. I still like my OG girls.
Alright. Hold on, but let me finish the RPG question.
All
right. Have you ever played an RPG where your first party member is still as cool as the later ones?
Persona 4. Okay. I think Yosuke and Chi are pretty viable even till the later game, and I think they're just really cool characters in the story.
I think I don't know, all those characters are pretty cool. Like they have their own merits, but I'm talking about like, man, this guy's so cool and he's not boring. You know, like for example, I mean, actually, I guess another good example would be Earthbound, because Jeff and Paula remain pretty cool.
Jeff, Paul, and Pooh.
Yeah, I mean they're all pretty much the same,
Pooh
except
fucking leaves for a while, and then you realize, oh man, Pooh's a big damage dealer. But he comes back with PK Starstorm.
Yeah. Pooh, come back. No.
I'm on this mountain. What are you doing, Pooh? Trying to figure out how to summon meteors.
Cool.
So you like Sephiroth? Yeah, but before Sephiroth, he did it first, boys.
Okay. What about Final Fantasy? You get all your party members out of the way, right? Or do you get...
No. For example, Final Fantasy 12, which is personally my favorite one. For me, it goes 4, 6, 12, 15.
Isn't 4 the one where you get the robot?
That's
6.
That's Chrono Trigger.
Oh. That's a good example, dude. Chrono Trigger.
All the characters are cool in that game.
Yeah,
you got Frog, and you got
Cave Girl, Frog, Robot.
A bunch of red-haired Goku.
What about the dragon one?
Also, the fact that Chrono Trigger, despite being the poster character, totally died. The fact that he dies often. But don't be mad with spoiler, guys. You guys all know this shit. Come on.
Yeah, he just got re-released, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Except it was a really bad Steam port. Really bad Steam port. Don't buy it.
Actually, you know what else got re-released? Suikoden Mana.
That's also another good RPG.
Yeah.
Dude, 16-bit RPGs are the best. Phantasy Star 3, Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy 4, 6, and 5.
What's the one with the dragon slime that Toriyama always draws?
Dragon Quest?
Dragon Quest, thank you.
Okay. Low-key, the best Dragon Quest game. Dragon Quest Rocket Slime Adventures on the DS, because that's the one where you guys build a bunch of forts. It's super fucking
Is it weird that Toriyama is so dedicated doing the artwork and characters for Dragon Quest? Is that his side baby?
It's kind of like his side baby, because he's just the art design, he's not the story guy.
Oh, thank God.
Also, the fact that, like, compared to Dragon Ball Z, while it does have a style with Dragon Ball series...
This is more chibi-like. He draws...
Yeah, for example, like, characters... you can tell, for example, characters like Cabba that appear in Super, or, like, even... Like, the new Saiyans that appear in Super from Universe 6, they are totally in, like, Toriyama's new style that he does for Dragon Quest, while you can still tell, like, Goku and Vegeta are, like, pretty much period pieces in a way compared to them. It's very weird to see all of them next to each other, because you can tell, like, this is old Toriyama, new and current Toriyama. But other than that, he only designs characters. He's not behind the story, which is why he doesn't mind it too much. Also, he makes those fat butts.
Yeah.
Baby. Toriyama's rolling in it, man.
Okay, but seriously, like, think of another game where, like...
Persona 3.
Okay. I mean, not Persona, but like your typical JRPG where it's just like, man, first dude was kind of boring. Second dude gets pretty cool. Man, last dude is so good and cool. I can't believe what we waited this late in the game to get this cool dude.
Final Fantasy 15 almost had that feel. While you have all your boys right at the start, characters that join your party only for like certain chapters. For example, the Dragoon and the other character's little sister. I think they're really cool. Not little character's little sister, but the Dragoon lady that joins you, and then in certain chapters, she will come down from the sky and help you in battles.
Yeah, I mean,
she literally comes from her airship, flies down, helps you for the battle, and flies back up.
My thing is, like, I kind of feel bad because it's like the game designers are just like, well, we got to give this guy a starter buddy. It's almost like Pokemon, where just like your starter Pokemon is kind of like your starter Pokemon's pretty cool, but
always cool, man.
Yeah, but then all the first Pokemon that you catch.
But you always keep your starter Pokemon because he's always going to be higher level because he's around.
I know, but I'm saying it like when you're first catching Pokemon, it's always like Pidgeys and Caterpies, or Rattata.
Yeah, like you always take your Pidgeot that's level 50 something to the Indigo.
God damn it, Ash! You let your Pidgeot go.
Ash still has all those Tauroses. I think another good RPG, Persona 3, where your first party members are like Junpei and Yukari.
Yeah.
Well, Junpei is pretty cool as a character. He just kind of sucks in the game.
That's what I'm saying. Is like, I mean, even if you like, for example, again, I've only played a few RPGs because for the most part I have a hard time finishing them because side quests and grinding are boring, and I have a hard time doing that. That's just who I am. I'm sorry.
I think you would like Final Fantasy 15.
Maybe
because you don't have to, because that game's not too grind heavy.
I know, but like, I mean, it's the reason why I have a hard time finishing stuff.
If I would let you borrow my PS4, would you play through Final Fantasy 15?
I ain't got time for that, son.
Yeah, you do.
I got other stuff to do. Anyways.
Well, it's on PC now.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know if my computer can handle it, but I'm
18 gigabyte demo, fellas?
Anyways, I mean, I've got Hylics, and that's like minimum 2 hours, which you can finish in the minimum of 2 hours if you speedrun it.
But Final Fantasy 15, the PC version, comes with a Half-Life Gordon Freeman suit for Noctis to wear, and it looks fucking stupid.
Regardless, all I'm saying is that, like, I mean, of the few RPGs I have played and finished, which includes Superstar Saga.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the Mario RPG games are actually the ones.
What RPGs have you actually finished?
All the Mario ones, because except for Mario RPG, because I rented that as a child and I did not get it, and I returned it. I mean, I wanted it. I played it as far as I could, but I didn't get it because I was dumb as a kid. And then as I got older, it's like, oh, I get it now.
Growing up with Deer Simulator, because he mostly plays only RPGs, I was able to catch on, and he and I now share the same characteristics of us playing.
Yeah,
or we get lost in sight.
For the most part, like
did you ever play a Pokemon game as a kid?
No, I didn't. I never got into it. But like I said, the Mario, Paper Mario ones are the major ones that I've played through. And what I enjoyed about those is just that first off, they're pretty straightforward. And there's not a lot of side quests, and the side quests you do, I don't know. They're very simple and easy to get into, and I enjoy them. And I managed to finish them.
What's your favorite one? The 64 version?
I like them all. I haven't played many of the new ones, but Thousand Year Door and the original are probably my favorite ones.
I actually like the original over Thousand Year Door, in my opinion.
I think it's cool. My only thing is that, like, I kind of like your friends in Thousand Year Door a little bit more. I think Goombet is kind of cooler looking than Goombario.
Also, I like the fact that
Goombario's literally just like, I'm a know-it-all and I wear a hat like you, Mario. I like
the fact that Goombet is like, oh, Goombario's my cousin.
Yeah, Goombario's my cousin. I'm an archaeologist.
And she wears like this cool little helmet.
And then, which I think that's cooler than just like, I have a blue hat like you. Like, here's my thing. I don't know if Perry Carey is that's the name of the Paracoop. Yeah, Perry Carey is better than Koops because I like them both. Because Perry Carey is like an aerial character and he's got his functions, and then Koops is just like, but like, man, I'm this tough. Like, man, I got beaten up all the time, but I'm still gonna stick through it. I've got a cool Band-Aid and a hoodie. I got a Band-Aid on my nose with a hoodie.
Man, who designed these characters? I like them.
I know. I like. That's what I'm saying. Thousand Year Door, I think, has better designed characters for your partners. I think I like Bo more than the Tit Ghost because Bo is a bit more pleasant to look at than the other one. God, who are your? I think the Admiral.
But the OG one also had the cage baiting thing with the fat guy.
Well, Princess Peach has her thing as her side quest in this one, which is cool because she gets to wear the disguise, and when you look, it's like there's no way she fits in that outfit. I just think it's cool how like your first three are like kind of boring looking, and then your last three are like, oh, these guys look pretty cool, except for Sue.
So she's just a straight up.
She's just a purple cheap, which is fine because she's very jolly.
I mean, she still gives me. I mean, that just still gives me PTSD. Because Cheap Cheats are a piece of shit in other Mario games.
I know, but Cheap Cheap, she's a cool dude. She's like, yeah, it's me, Cheap. I mean, it's me, Sushi. It me, Sushi. I'm a very nice, kind person. She's like the team mom almost, actually.
Then we have Black Lester, though. He's the coolest. Look at him.
Well, she is a team mom. Hold on. Remember? Because she's watching over the Yoshi kids in Mount Lava Lava. She's the team mom. Because you got the baby, which is what? You got Bo. I mean, well, technically Bombette's the team, like the chick of the group, but Bo is more like the girly girl. Perry Carey's like, yeah, I've got a job. Koops is like, I'm here. Like, like Goombario and Koopa are pretty much like, hey, remember when we used to be your enemies? Well, we're on your side, Mario. And Bombay's just like, me too. And then Parakarry's like, I got a job, but I need your I can help you out, I guess.
I guess.
And Lackalester's one cool dude. He's got sunglasses.
Lackalester's a Lakitu that appears in the first Paper Mario. Comes from the flower field. He calls himself as various names such as Michael or Spike or Jonathan in Japanese.
He hates his real name. Call me Michael.
He's the eighth and last. Yeah, he's a cool dude. He's smooth.
And then everyone else is just cooler in like it's just like it's like cool. It's like what's that meme? It's just like that dude in the cooler version.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like Goombella. It's like I'm an archaeologist.
The cooler Goombario.
The cooler Goombario. The cooler Cooper. I don't know if Madame Flurry is the cooler Lady Bo. But she actually, it's weird because like she comes in right like when Bombette comes in, which is weird. Yoshi Kid is like that's cool. It's a little Yoshi boy, or I don't know.
Then Vivian. Everybody remembers Vivian.
Vivian's cool. That's why. Like you get two girly girls, one spunky lass. You get actually most of the female party members in Paper Mario are like pretty cool. Like are pretty feminine, but cool in a way.
Also, Mario's as usual silent in the games.
It me, silent boy.
Yeah. But anyway, anything else to add to RPGs?
Nope. Let's just talk very quickly about this Marina situation.
Oh, so yeah, Marina's
Okay.
everybody's golden girl, I guess. I don't know.
If you're gay, mine is. I'm kidding. I was gonna say mine is Pearl, but
Everybody, I mean, I'm more of a Marie type of guy.
I know you are Marie, Callie, and Marie. I get it.
Well, Callie's cool, but like Marie's my favorite one.
Is Marie the one with the white hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the cool one. I like her more.
She always looks like
How do you feel about like when
Sans gonna be
Art-
in Smash Brothers?
I'm gonna shoot?
Hey,
I will
okay, you know what? They made an announcement for Smash 5 on the Switch. All right, it's
I
not
saw
gonna be a
that.
remake, but on the same direct, they announced Undertale on the Switch. So you know what that means.
The Pope.
Sans-
Is the Pope gonna be a playable character?
So we finally get Goku. Goku the Pope, Sans Undertale,
Pope from the Vatican.
Pope from the Vatican.
Goku from Dragon Ball Super.
Would you want him in like his new outfit or like the classic
New outfit.
one?
Now here are my characters that I want in Smash 5.
Top 5 characters that
Sans
like
from Undertale. The Pope from the Vatican. Dragon Ball from Goku Super S.
El Chavo del Ocho.
El Chavo del Ocho. And Big Shaq.
Alright, here's my top 5 characters.
That's 4. Give me one more.
Kiko. Can't have Chavo without Kiko.
Yeah, you're right. And Kiko. Throw in Kiko.
Or Chavo can have a Kiko assist.
No, I just...
Or Kiko an assist trophy.
No, it's just gotta be Kiko. No, his assist trophies are like...
Don Ramon.
Don Ramon.
And
Doña Florida.
Oh, God. I'm not sure how many of our viewers are Mexican, but they're going to recognize these names. Anyway, welcome to another episode of El Chavo Cast. That's gonna be a future episode. Just
Yes,
you wait, boys.
sir.
But anyway,
We'll have to watch 100 episodes first, which is not hard.
no, it's not gonna be hard at all. I think El Chavo's on Hulu anyway.
Yeah, I hope so. Who's your 5?
Papyrus Undertale.
Fuck you.
Let's go with. I'll go with.
Kim Jong-un from North Korea.
No, I'm gonna go with who's Canada's Prime Minister?
Justin Trudeau?
Justin Trudeau.
Hell
for
yeah,
Smash.
he's the boy.
Justin Wong.
Okay.
We'll put
And Freddie Wong
and Freddie Wong
from Rocket Jump.
from Rocket Jump, and I'll put Blanco from Street Fighter.
There we go. I love that.
That's your 5 characters.
Okay, but seriously, how do you feel about whenever Nintendo puts out like a character who is a little bit outside of the Nintendo like style,
It's
which
very
is like
surprising. But here's the thing: when people say Nintendo, they think about characters that are designed by Miyamoto,
yeah,
which are pretty much
Metroid, Mario, and Legend of Zelda. Things that like have me in Miyamoto's direction, but Splatoon doesn't.
No, but here's the thing: like, how do you feel about when they like introduce like a character that's in a kid-friendly game that is a bit more like, I don't know, traditionally like hot?
Oh, hot. And the character's just like
but I mean, only like slightly enough. But then the fan art is like, there's a little bit of boob there. I'm gonna draw them huge.
I don't quite appreciate that.
Marina's gonna have double D tits.
It's just a thing with fan art. For example, like immediately if a character has like some significance of breasts, they're gonna draw them slightly exaggerated.
I know, which is like, do we need this, guys?
Which is fine because art is interpretation of how you see the character, and that's fine. Especially since Yuri and I always talk about this, how when it comes to Love Live fan art, a lot of characters are exaggerated, which is fine because that's artist interpretation. But at the same time, like, Jesus, these girls are not that big. If anything, they're like little Japanese girls anyway.
Yeah, that's the thing, because like I mean, like I know art is like a lot of fan art is interpretation, but like if you want to stay on model and the show never if the show doesn't design or ever talk about a character being especially like curvy or like
for example,
or slimmer than the other characters, like then what is the point of making them like huge? Why
for example,
is it that
for Love Live, the characters do have measurements though. For example, the character Nozomi, for reference, she's the one with the one with the purple hair and the big boobs.
Yeah,
she's the biggest girl. Ironically, or funny enough, Nozomi has the same bust size as Yuri, but looking at Yuri, she is not as endowed as Nozomi, the character.
Which is weird.
But here's the thing, Yuri's taller. Yuri is a lot taller than Nozomi. Nozomi's like maybe 4'11" in American terms.
Well, it makes me think of like that fan art I showed you on Twitter of Doki Doki Literature Club, where the artist kind of drew the
Yuri
character.
was gigantic.
Yeah, she was. They made her thick, but that's because which is if you look at the game's artwork, I mean she's the bustiest character.
But Monika's a really close second, though.
She's close second, and then obviously Natsuki, the best one, is the smallest, because that's how I roll.
Our little manga reader.
Yeah.
Protect our little manga reader.
Yeah.
Wait, what was it? Our little manga reader, Natsuki.
Yeah.
Porn.
I like porn. Protect our manga reader, Natsuki.
And then no one ever. I like how no one ever gives love for Sayori.
Because she dies so quickly, and it's like whatever.
But she gets the big Toblerone.
I should buy her a giant Toblerone. Have you watched Neo Yokio yet?
No, I don't got Netflix. I got Hulu.
Oh.
Boo.
We gotta, we really gotta get, one thing we should do.
Freshest Prince of Bel-Air with Jaden Smith. If they got Fuller House, let's have Fresher Prince of Bel-Air.
No, they're actually gonna do the Fresh Princess of Bel-Air.
Please let Jaden replace Will.
No, it's probably gonna be Willow. His daughter? I said Fresh Princess.
Oh. I thought you said French princess, as in plural prince.
The Fresh Princess of Bel-Air.
The
Fresh King of Bel-Air.
Well, that's good.
Uncle Phil has been overthrown.
Isn't Uncle Phil dead, Bel-Air?
Rest in peace, Uncle Phil.
Rest in peace, boo. Rest in peace, Shredder.
Yeah. Oh.
Just to think Uncle Phil was the leader of the Foot Clan.
You can never defeat those turtles. Lawyer my ass. We know what you were up to, Uncle Phil.
Tonight, I dine on turtle soup. Anyway, welcome to Uncle Phil Cast. Today we're talking about Uncle Phil versus Carlton.
He whips Carlton all the time.
Why so glum, chum? But he's not his Mat's too super. Why so glum, chum? Uncle
Carlton. Phil is an SNK boss.
But Carlton has
he has one good super. But
Carlton has Athena's thing as his dance. You know Athena's super where you have to put
I know.
No, or like the raging or the Neo or the Deadly Rave.
Yeah, I hate that move so much.
Well, I don't imagine Uncle Phil is either Rugal or he has the Orochi super.
Probably Rugal, Omega Rugal,
the Omega Phil. So what is Will Kyo?
Yeah.
So would that mean so Carlton's and Iori.
Yeah.
There you go, guys. That's our KOF as Fresh Prince of Bel-Air characters.
Yeah, it's just, like I was saying about fan art. It's just like, man, like you give like a character, you give one character in a game where almost no one has any kind of sexy attributes, a slight bit of like sexy attributes, and all of a sudden like the fan art just like, she's my interpretation. She's like, God, her breasts are too big for her body now.
Oh no, at the same time, if the fan art's good, then it's good. If the fan art's just ridiculous and kind of bad, then I'm just kind of gonna bat another eye and be like, well, show me something unique.
Yeah. Actually, one of the things, speaking of fan art, there is an artist I follow on Instagram that I used to follow on Twitter, and then I realized his opinions on Twitter are garbage.
As most people's opinions on Twitter are.
Yeah, are garbage, and I decided, you know what, I'm just going to enjoy your art on Instagram, minus your really shitty rhetoric and opinions.
Why is game journalism dead? Because most of them are shitbags.
Yeah.
People think they're paid for money, but that'll be a different topic for another time.
Anyways, but yeah, like in this artist, here's the thing: I like his art a lot. He's really good at drawing breasts. That's part of the reason I like it so much. But he can not draw buxom characters. But there are times where it's just like he goes too fucking far, and then he makes an excuse like, "Well, it's not my fault. That's just the way the character's drawn." It's like, no,
that's your fault.
Like, I mean, I mean, sometimes it makes sense. But I remember one time he did a quick Mai Shiranui sketch, and I'm like, that's it. You have to quit Instagram right now. You have to quit being art and get a job at a grocery store right now, sir.
Oof.
Because this is like...
Was Mai Shiranui that bad?
The way he drew her boobs...
What's the artist name?
No, I'll show you on Instagram right now. Okay. No, but the other thing was... but then he did a Widowmaker one. And it's pretty much like... Oh, this Widowmaker one isn't so bad because... Because like that's the way that this character's artwork is designed. Like that's the way this character is designed. You know, that one that's fine because like if you look at the characters, like this like the way her character model is like yeah those proportions are kind of effed. Like her legs are too long and that body is too short.
Bit of a controversial opinion while you're on that and you're trying to some of the thing. So the new Overwatch character was announced, and everybody's immediately going in the comment section, going like, "She's obviously gay." I'm like,
which one?
The new character, Brigitte.
Brigitte?
Yeah, Brigitte.
Brigitte.
Yeah.
Go on.
Everybody's immediately saying like, "Oh, she's obviously gay." I'm like, you guys say this about every Overwatch character, but turns out I was put in my place because it turns out they are actually supposed to be gay. So I'm like, all right, that's fine then.
Oh, and I'm fine. This is the artist. He goes by Roboto. He's pretty cool.
More like Rococo.
He works. He's.
What's he work at? What's his job?
He's done stuff for Udon and stuff.
Oh. Can't be that bad.
He can be sometimes. Yeah.
What the heck is that?
He's good. Like I mean, in some things he does exaggerate.
Good lord.
Like for Slayers. I mean, that's kind of what the character looks like.
No, that's fine. The Slayer one, that's fine.
Here's some Secret of Mana.
Hey.
Something to just draw like titty characters, whatever. That's just him doing him.
That's fine.
Yeah. And then he's got his OCs. This is the one. I mean, that's okay.
That's okay.
That's fine. That's what I'm saying. Like for example, these ones are fine.
That's fine.
That's fine. That's Morgan is usually that huge.
Yeah. I mean, Capcom.
Same thing with this Bayonetta. That's fine.
If anything, I like the fact that Bayonetta has a big butt, but her breasts are.
Depends on the artist. Yeah, but
no, Bayonetta doesn't. No,
actually,
Bayonetta is pretty...
also, and this is his. This.
That's Mai Shiranui?
No, that's
Oh, that's Chun-Li.
That's Chun, but that's actually the artwork he made for his own fight stick.
Oh, damn, that's good.
I know.
When are you gonna make me a fight stick artwork?
I don't know. Somebody made a fight stick. Put my artwork on a fight stick. Here's his Widowmaker, but then again, that's what her character model looks like.
Yeah, that's fine. I want to see his Alex. Hold up. Let me see that Alex. Oh my god.
He's good at muscles too.
Jeez,
he's a good artist.
Like I said, have never looked that huge.
But when he decides to phone it in, no, that's fine.
What's
when he decides to phone it in, this is fine too.
Yeah, that's fine.
When he decides to phone it in, it's obvious.
Like
his Mai.
Not even SNK does that. Dude.
No, like those proportions are awful. Like, and I know it's just it's like whatever. Like it's just a break sketch. but like it's literally just like no, her
That's
entire
a sketch.
torch, or like it's a break drawing. He's just like it's a little like practice drawing. No, those breasts don't like you're good at doing that usually, dude. That's not correct in any way. It should never be like
Controversial opinion: Liking Jones comparing about breasts.
Yeah, when do I not talk about boobs on this podcast? Like this is fine. Like
That's fine. That's how Alpha is.
like whenever he does proportions, he is good.
But that was just.
But that one is
weird.
just like he literally decided, no, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what she's gonna look like.
Well, let's.
I don't know, but I don't know about how I feel about this May. Okay, you want to talk about artist interpretation? Let's talk about May's bust size for a second.
Well, Blizzard's no big. Do you remember the fact that one of her costumes, May's butt, was just a shelf?
Yes, but I'm talking about this.
Do you want to talk? That's
Like May being like a
May's not
giant busty woman is like no, that's not.
May's. I like the fact that May's seen as chubby.
Yeah, that's
But-
fine, but and I know
May
so,
with
when
an
you're, I
hour-
know when you're chubby, you can have large breasts, okay?
Yeah.
But sometimes that's not the case, and that's not the way that Blizzard fucking like designed her. But I know that's become a
Not
meme
not
in the
all
fan
girls.
art. I know, but I know that, but also, and I get that's a meme in the fan art community with her because just like what's under those? Like we saw one little like back like behind the scenes sketch of her and like her like tank top underneath, and that was enough fan art fuel.
But not all chubby girls. Let's look at our girl Felia from Stole Girls.
Yeah.
She's like
She's not. I mean, she's thick, but not like real.
she mad thick. Are you kidding me?
I know. She's got thick thighs. That save lives. You know who has got thicker thighs though? Reaper.
I was gonna say Mercy.
No, are you kidding me? Reaper's thighs are like
Huge. Reaper.
that
looks-
man never misses like.
But
I got you in my like.
alone.
Thighs.
Alone on a Friday night. Just remember these legs.
Meanwhile, Jack Morrison. Man, I miss these. Man, I miss those thighs. What about me, Jack? Shut up.
Who was that? Who's that supposed to be?
Mercy. What about me, Jack? Shut up.
No.
No.
He's like Wolverine. He has the picture of Reaper.
Just a plus of Reaper's thighs.
What a good picture of that Wolverine. I love that image of Wolverine. What was the original context of it? Of
I think he
him?
was looking at his ex-girlfriend, Mariko.
He has this like weird smug smile. He's on his
No,
bed.
because he's thinking about her. It's a nostalgic moment.
At the same time, he's just
All right, well let's all right. We're gonna change. All right, let's finish this
change
off.
topic.
So normally I ask, stop flapping it. Oh, it's too dry. I've ripped it off. Oh no,
Ladies,
you single and ready to flamingo?
you know my Twitter at.
DM me.
Hey, dude,
Slide into my DMs.
when am I gonna be PewDiePie level and use my YouTube channel to get women? That's how he got his girlfriend, Marcia.
Yeesh. Oof. Oof. Okay. Oof.
Shout out to Charles Martinet.
We love you, boy. We love you, Grandpa.
Rest in peace. Luckily not.
No.
Thank goodness.
Okay, so normally I ask Tav 5 questions about anime that I've been watching this week.
But not today.
No, Tav has usurped my role. I'm gonna
He's
have
on-
to
he's on
flip.
the hook.
I'm gonna flip the artwork so it's Tav confronting me instead of me confronting Tav about anime.
Where are they? Where'd you put them?
I don't know.
My cookies.
I ate them all.
I'll kill you.
That's fine.
Alright, anyway. I've decided to ask Lycan the 5 anime questions because
Fire away, son.
you know, I'm a big guy for nostalgia boners, and if it's anybody that knows about old 90s
And
nonsense and 80s stuff, it's Lycan. So,
80s. Fire away, son. See if you can stop me. You're a
First-
gob.
gob. First question. Alright.
Answer is no.
Dang it. Second question.
Answer is yes.
Okay. Third question.
My share news breasts.
No. But I wasn't going to talk about that.
Okay.
Well, it's not
Oh no.
it's not anime
Okay.
related.
All right. Real first question. Go ahead.
Real first question. I know you spent. You said you luckily spent more time in Met Store than I did, but I love hearing about your stories of like going to Met Store and watching, experiencing these animes in that language.
Okay.
All right, so I want to know what's one of your favorite stories of like, because you also experienced a bit of the arcade scene in the '90s, especially in Met Store, which is something sadly I never grew up with, and I wanted to.
Okay, well,
Even though it's not 5 anime questions, they are
anime adjacent.
anime adjacent. So, like, what do you got? What stories of Met Store arcades do you have? Like, what do you remember seeing?
A lot of Mexican kids hanging around arcades and playing KOF, either against each other or just like plowing through arcade mode, which is actually the biggest thing. Because like watching people play against each other was like normal, but what was more normal was watching somebody who'd gotten so good at the game that they just plowed through arcade. Because here's the thing, as much as playing competitive was important in the arcade scene, nothing was more satisfying or even interesting than watching somebody play an arcade ladder on an SNK fighting game. Because as soon as you got to the boss, that was where this character's that's where this person's skill shines. Like, this is how good this person is. And the main thing I remember is that 98 was the golden game because it had everything you wanted, and then the boss was the most cheaped out version of Omega Rugal, which had that best Kaiser wave, which creates like an electrical force field around him before he fires it at you.
So you literally cannot hit him.
No, you can't. Like the only,
and also sometimes if you charge it up long enough, it will like break your defense.
Yeah, and the thing is,
you also have the head spin move.
Yeah, like the crazy thing too is like, so you have this you have this insane boss. So like the main thing you have to remember is that like, okay, what characters do I pick? And the main team I would always see people play, like especially against like Rugal, was Yamazaki because he could reflect Rugal's projectiles and had some pretty good grabs and could keep it away pretty cool. Iori because he's a good Shoto character and like pretty much utility fighter, and Lucky Glauber because his basketball was always pierced through like Rugal's defenses.
Also, for some reason, Lucky Glauber had the ability to summon pillars of energy.
Yeah,
which is a low because it came from the ground. Exactly.
So that was the main team I would see. That's the arcade scene, and then for anime, the main thing I remember growing up with was Dragon Ball, which is why I talk about Dragon Ball so much. Rama 1/2, which is an anime I don't talk a lot about, but really enjoy. I remember listening to the soundtrack to like the opening theme in Spanish, which was always cool. And I remember going to like what we call papelerias in Mexico, which are essentially like, I don't know. There's like they have them in France too. Like what do they call them? Like those paper stores where you just go buy like notebooks and stuff.
Like I don't know. It was like
close. I mean, it's exactly what I was said in Spanish.
Yeah.
So there's that, and then at like those stores they would have stickers, and I remember you can buy Rama 1/2 stickers, which I did one time.
Well, of course, it's like on a stationery store.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, stationery store. Also bought like Knights of the Zodiac. Saint Seiya was like the big thing, but we didn't have that. Saint Seiya was like the big like, oh man, I gotta tune in.
Oh, was it Caballeros del Zodiac?
Caballeros del Zodiaco.
Sí. Yeah.
Which is which came from the French name from it, which is pretty close. I don't know what the French version, but it's pretty much like a Spanish translation of that. And then of course Knights of the Zodiac.
You have like a tape of one of the movies in Spanish.
Yeah, I do. But Caballeros del Zodiaco, or Saint Seiya for you people who like the OG translations for the OG dubs. What I loved about that show was like how like more than Dragon Ball, this is like the narrative like overarching big epic story that I needed to tune in every week. I needed to see what Seiya was going to do next. I needed to see how Hyoga dealt with his mother issues, how Dragon Boy would go blind a lot and always lose his armor.
He was swole, wasn't he?
He was swole. But like it's funny, he pretty much had like a Shoryuken that Seiya defeats, spoilers, by punching him after he did it. It's like he has the most powerful move, but it only goes in one direction.
It's just like when you block a Super Street Fighter, you just punish it with just a punch.
Yeah. And then of course there's Andromeda. I always forget his name. I liked him the most because he had essentially the girliest armor, more girly than Hyoga, who had the swan abilities.
There's no female characters in that, is there?
No, just Athena,
Bunch of dudes.
who is like essentially their like patron. There were some female characters, mostly love interests, or like mentors. But yeah, it was mostly like them fighting guys who had like other constellation armors or zodiac armors. So it was always cool. But that was the main thing, just like seeing them go through stuff like this. One of the episodes I remember vividly was Hyoga fighting fighting a villain and then like being trapped inside this like weird mental space where he has to like fight against where he's like being tricked into like meeting his mother and he almost freezes himself to death because he has ice powers. Actually, that was the main thing. So watching him do his ice ability is like him raising his like hands up like this, like in an axe handle way, and doing this repeatedly until he like summoned ice. It was so cool.
Did you ever watch Fist of the North Star there or no?
No, they didn't have it on. They had Dragon Ball Z. They had Dragon Ball. They had Super Libro, aka the children's anime about the Bible there, which my aunt made us watch.
Did they have Detective Conan?
No.
Did it have Taste Close? I thought they did.
No, they didn't. If they did, I haven't seen it. But I didn't grow up with it. I didn't watch it there.
I noticed a lot of Mexican kids.
I think
around the area you visited, were also into like Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Yeah, because that was popular.
Did you catch that or no?
No, I didn't catch it. Like I said, I mostly watched the ones that were on TV. Oh, which also included Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
Because come on, that's more ubiquitous.
Yeah.
Which had the same theme in Japanese in Spanish as it did in Japanese and English. Only Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z had the same themes, but in Spanish.
I love hearing. Okay, guys, on my iPhone,
Chala is good in.
No. On my iPhone, as an accident, because it was $1, I thought it was like the legit Chala from Xenoverse. I accidentally bought the Spanish version of Chala and and I didn't even regret it. I was just like, this is better than I expected.
Yeah.
I started listening to it, I'm like, wait a minute. This isn't the version from Xenoverse, but it's better.
Yeah. So there's that.
Apparently, for the dub of Battle Z in Spanish, they brought in these popular Mexican singers to actually recover Chala Chala.
Nice. All right. What else?
You have a weird love for Tenchi Muyo. Care to explain that?
I grew up with it. I was a teenage boy in middle school when Tenchi Muyo came out, so my hormones were kicking in, and the idea of... Oh, let me start over. I was becoming a man. I was becoming a teenager. My hormones were kicking in, and to have, like, those urges kick in, and then have a popular harem anime that's also something of a shonen anime show up too was a big deal. Also, Ryoko had boobs, and she had cleavage, so that was a big thing.
It's funny how with you going through middle school, you had Tenchi Muyo going through your transition from boy to man.
Yeah, and I watched all of them. I watched the original one, which took place at like Tenchi's like home, which is like a part-time hot spring. And seeing how he lived with his grandpa and his dad, and then like having a bunch of women show up and just like, "Hi, we're here now." It's like, "Cool, Tenchi, you better marry one of these girls." Oof. And then they're like, "We all want to marry you, except maybe Washu and the other ones."
Because Washu's the coolest.
Washu's the coolest, but she's also the teen mom, which is why she got along with grandpa and the dad very well, and not in like any romantic way. Just like, "Wow, Washu, you're cool. Yeah, thanks." Ryo-Oki, who's this little cat rabbit creature who can transform into a fucking spaceship. And then you had the two space princesses. Ryoko was a space criminal who could essentially become a monster too. You had the two bumbling space cops, and you had Washu, which was the mad scientist of the group. And then eventually Tenchi Muyo became Tenchi in space because they took Ryo-Oki to outer space, and it just became a big space became like outlaw star for a second. And there was an episode where they go to a beach planet and they compete in a bikini contest. And one of the bumbling cops, the serious one, not the goofy Gyaru one. And by Gyaru, I mean she wasn't really Gyaru. She was pretty much like... She had brown skin and blonde hair, but not because she was tan. Because
that is...
It's Gyara too.
Yeah, it's Gyara.
But anyways, so like the two bumbling cops, one had brown skin and like curly brown hair that was always in like a ponytail if I remember, or like a bun, and the other one had like dark blue hair and like looks more like your traditional like Nadeshiko type Japanese girl. Mm-hmm. She was like serious, but she was also like, because she's so serious and kind of self-conscious, like in that bikini episode, like she kind of gets embarrassed of competing because she gets a farmer's tan earlier, so only like her arms and legs and like face and like neck are like tan, but everything else is pale. But it actually makes her kind of popular too, because she stood out and just. It's like there's a whole episode dedicated to a bikini contest, and one of the main villains competes, and she hot because she's thick.
Mad thick?
Well, it's the 90s, so it's mostly like in the boobs, because they all have like the slim like 1980s and 90s hips with like the really high waisted bikini bottoms. But yeah, she competes despite Ryoko, and she has a cool eye patch because she's like Ryoko's older sister. She looks just like her, but a little older with an eye patch and thicker than Ryoko.
So is she mad thick?
Yes, she was thicker than Ryoko. And it was funny because she pretty much competes just to spite her and also get closer to them, because later on the bikini contest gets interrupted by another spaceship fight.
All right.
And then that becomes I think Tenchi in the big city, because he starts going to college in the big city and she meets this college girl, and then she starts like. And there's like a lot of family drama and tension that was like too much for my young teenage head. Just like, I want the boobs and space adventure. I don't want this like Ryoko creating an awkward moment by yelling at this girl at a dinner table.
Wow, what a weird jump for that show.
Yeah, I went from like harem anime, space harem anime, family drama with light sci-fi elements. There's also an episode where the little sister of the space princess gets bigger, and we get to see some breast expansion happen.
Oh, that one's for the freaky boys.
Yeah.
Down in the.
Yeah, I know where. Go. All right, next question.
Before we go on, actually, the original designs of my mascot, TV. That's what we just pretty much call her. She used to be Gyaru, except she had green hair.
Oh, cool. I remember that.
Yeah, she used to be Gyaru, and then she also used to be mad thick, and then when Yuri and I redesigned her, we slimmed her down, and then
Too much.
No.
Not enough.
No, we're working on things right now.
Okay.
Anyway, third question. What is your favorite anime OP, and which one do you remember and which one do you remember the most?
Oh!
Like, which one can you just which one do you just like? If you were to like think about it right now, it would pop up in your head and be stuck in it forever.
Probably the Dragon Ball Spanish theme.
Zero
Original.
Dun 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 dun.
Something in Spanish. Something. Yeah, that's the main one I always remember. I do remember the Spanish version of the Sailor Moon theme because it's the same across languages. Rama had one, but I barely remember it. I've totally forgotten about Knights of Zodiac because of fucking Bowling for Soup.
And I ran.
Shut up.
It was heavy.
And of course I remember the Dragon Ball Z one. But
Rock the Dragon, inshallah.
Both. But Dragon Ball, the OG Spanish theme, is in my heart forever because I always think of it.
It's super classic.
Yep.
For me personally, I know this question wasn't for me, but it's always you all shock.
Yeah, of course.
When
When
you heard that, when you heard the show, you know she was about to go down.
Anyways, next one.
Fourth question. Past going.
Ranch or cool? Okay.
No, Ranch or cool.
We did that joke already.
Ryoku or not just kidding.
You know I'm gonna say Washu.
Yeah.
There's a scene that I remember vividly because again, teenage boy, hormones, from the city version. From I think it's Tenchi in the City or Tenchi Goes to College or some shit like that.
It was Tenchi in the City.
Oh yeah, where Tenchi, where it's like we're introduced to the characters, they're space criminals, and they pretty much decide like, okay, you know what Tenchi is. Here's a reboot. Here's one of the many fucking reboots we're gonna show you, but this time we're just gonna throw all the main characters at you right away. And there's a scene where Ryoko and Washu, which I guess later on they established that Washu essentially created Ryoko in this version, so she's kind of her Frankenstein monster. Well, she created Ryoko and she created Ryoki, and like they're running away from the space cops or from the space princess. I can't remember, but they're running in the woods near Tenchi's family's hot spring, and like she's running and she's wearing these baggy pants. Remember, like she's running and like her pants fall down a little bit. You could see a little bit of like her white panties before she pulls her pants up. And just like what a weird moment, but now I'm horny.
I mean, I imagine Dragon Ball did that too. Just Bulma had a lot of like moments. I mean, she wore a bunny outfit.
The main one was a bunny outfit, and when she's sleeping nude, and Yamcha sees her naked, he's like, "Not Dragon Ball, not Dragon Ball."
Anyway,
What happened? Not Dragon Ball, not Dragon. I've never seen a nude woman before.
it's funny to think that Yamcha's around the same age.
Also, another vivid image is Master Roshi, Krillin, and Goku all wearing that same sexy maid outfit to convince Launch that it's a uniform before she shoots holes in them with her machine gun.
Oh yeah, Goku, Krillin, and
Roshi were all shot at.
I like how people ask the question like, well, how come? I wonder. I better don't kill Goku. Are you kidding me? Goku's been like
Him, Krillin, and Roshi have all been like
shot at.
Yeah, they've been shot up.
I missed the launch.
Yeah, I told you. Next question.
Am I at 4 or 5?
4 was. All right, let's see.
No, well, okay, we went off on a tangent because I was going to ask you the 4th question, then I was like, that was going to be like Ryoku or Wash? No.
No, yeah, that's the 4th one. Go on. Hit me with the 4th.
Okay. Alright, 4th one, Goblet of Fire. Who's the best dad in Dragon Ball Z? Realistically, in your opinion. And depending on who you say first, I'm probably going to have a follow-up question.
Best dad. Not fucking Goku or Vegeta. They're not great dads at all. I mean, Goku almost gets close. He's like, "Yeah, son, you can do it."
Except when he lets his son fight a bug man.
Well, yeah, your real hot shit go on. You killed the bug man and my brother. No, I'm kidding. That was Piccolo.
Oh, you real hot shit, Goku. You killed the monkey. And what was it? You killed the.
Yeah, you killed a monkey and a bald man. In a bald man. I wouldn't want to meet you. I wouldn't want to meet you at night behind the buffet. I wouldn't want to meet you behind the buffet at night.
That's right. I'll fuck you up.
I don't know. Best dad. I want to say Dr. Briefs, but he's just around and he doesn't really care what Bulma does.
Yeah, let 16-year-old Bulma go hunt down the Dragon Balls.
Have fun, honey.
Also, Bulma has a sister.
Yeah.
Which is weird. But okay.
Best dad, I'm gonna.
Do you need options?
No, I'm thinking. I'm gonna say Piccolo because he's kind of like was a better dad and mentor than Goku was to go on. So.
All right. Now here's my follow-up question because you said Piccolo. People are saying so for Black History Month last month, during February, people were saying like. Shout out to all the black fathers in TV, and they kept putting pictures of Piccolo. Do you agree or disagree?
I disagree. He's great.
Let me just say something for you right now. Piccolo is voiced by a Japanese man, and he's always been voiced by a white dude who voices Vegeta and Yamcha, Christopher Sabat.
He's green.
He's not a black man. He's a slug man.
Yeah, he's green.
But
I guess he's kind of coded as black.
You guys want to talk about real black character appreciation? Where's my Popo love?
Please don't.
Alright, no.
Okay, next.
Well, he's a genie. Okay.
Alright, 5th question. The Half-Blood Prince. Or is that Order of the Phoenix?
Order of the Phoenix.
Okay.
Order of the Phoenix, here we go. Order of the Walking Phoenix. He ordered like a mid-double or something. I don't know, he probably wouldn't eat that. Your favorite anime movie of all time?
Endless Waltz.
I thought you were gonna say something Ghibli, but you went deep.
No. I do not want to talk about Ghibli as an anime because as much in like the style of anime it is. I mean, if we're talking about Ghibli, then I'm going to talk about Only Yesterday, which is my favorite Ghibli movie. As much as I love Miyazaki's works and as classic as they are, Isao Takahata's work is criminally underrated, and he's also one who takes more chances. Whereas Miyazaki wanted to hone a specific style and themes. I like that Isao Takahata takes chances and always changes it up. Like My Neighbors Are Yamada's, Only Yesterday, where he combines two different like approaches to art styles. Like, I mean, not art styles, but aesthetics. Like the main present day stuff happens in like your usual kind of like Ghibli style of like animation, but then all the flashbacks are done in more watercolor pastel palette with like a slight soft edges to make it more to like really dig in that nostalgia. I have the Blu-ray. You should borrow that. It's good.
For which one?
Only Yesterday.
Oh, the Blu-ray for that?
I have it.
I didn't know.
Yeah, man. But then he also does stuff like like Tale of Princess Kaguya and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's like he takes chances, and I love him for that.
So
Thank God.
Did he direct Endless Waltz or no?
No, he didn't. What I'm saying is that like Endless Waltz for me is more of an anime movie. I mean, I could have thrown in Akira or freaking. Is Jinro the Wolf Brigade count as one? Is that okay? Or fucking Ninja Scroll or whatever. Like I could have thrown any of those ones.
Everybody loves Ninja Scroll.
It's good.
What do you think about? Oh, quick question. What do you think about the Fatal Fury movies before you go into Endless Waltz?
I like them.
How many oofs out of 10?
Probably 7 oofs. They're pretty good, but like I don't know. I don't know what I want from a Fatal Fury movie. I just think it's weird. They went in a weird direction.
What do you think about...
I do like that Mai, for some reason, has like a fucking shirt that says milk on it. And you get to see a little bit of like nip action before she changes into her outfit.
Also, fun fact, there is like a kind of like King of Fighters pseudo anime on their SNK YouTube channel. King of Fighters Destiny, you should check it out.
Yeah. Actually, if you want to talk about more actually equal opportunity sex appeal, both Joe and Mai wear very revealing swimsuits.
Joe is straight Joe.
He's got a man thong on.
Yeah, but here's the thing: Joe mostly only fights in a pair of shorts
with no underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was one of his taunts. I love it, man.
Yeah. Moon you right there in the game.
Yeah. Anyway, I want to hear you talk about
Endless Waltz. The reason it is important to me because one, Gundam Wing was the shit growing up. It was awesome. It is still my Gundam show.
Your favorite one is Sandrock, right?
Yes. No, my favorite one is Heavy Arms.
Yeah.
So right away, I have a connection with it. Two, after like the fact that they show this after like the series ended, to show like, hey, there's a movie came out. The show that picks up years later, and you have characters finally like who face off against each other, finally go toe to toe one last time, and show them all in these cool updated versions of their Gundams, like Heavy Arms, essentially the super version of Heavy Arms, which is now green and has like half a clown mask on because of Troa's association with the circus, and like just having just way more. I had that like Heavy Arms custom like Gundam, man. Like that was a Christmas present. But it's important because one, it's a really well animated and beautiful anime movie. Two, it was more story to a story that I had already finished that I needed. It's just like, oh wow, that was a good ending to Gundam Wing. I wonder what will be next. A movie? Don't mind if I do. I'll be happy to I'll be happy to miss out on a wedding for this.
Was it worth it?
Yes. I almost missed out on a wedding because I wanted to finish Endless Waltz. I needed to. I told my parents just like, hold on. I need the movie's almost over. Give me a chance. I'll never see this again.
No, don't worry. When we go to second anime, I'll tell Chisora to bring over his copy of Endless Waltz.
Hell yeah.
He has a copy of it. He also has the whole GT Complete series. GT is interesting, though.
Yeah.
By the way, but Golden Waltz is the Dold.
So I mean, just seeing essentially more tricked out versions of my favorite Gundams.
And seeing them in action.
See them in a much more darker film. Like pretty much everyone doing a Last Stand was the coolest. Yeah. Anything else? And seeing seeing Shenlong and Hero, seeing Gundam Shenlong and
Wing Zero.
and Wing Zero finally go at it one last time was cool. Also, like how it's like Gundam Zero, like it's Gundam Wing and then Wing Zero, you know?
Yeah.
Because like Wing was like the original one, and then it was like Wing Zero. It's like he got cooler, or like Death Scythe Hell.
Yeah. For example, like I think
Heavy Arms Custom.
For example,
Samurai Custom.
in the game Gundam Versus that I showed you, the versions they have of the Gundams, I believe, are the Endless Waltz editions.
No, it's not because otherwise.
No, because that's like hell.
No,
no,
that's like later in the series of the original Wing.
No, they should have those as like extra Gundams, Endless Waltz versions. I think.
What about you? What's your favorite anime movie? Something like the Hedgehog OVA.
I don't know why as a kid I loved it because it's just Sonic and I love Sonic. What kid doesn't love Sonic?
Yeah, he's made for us.
Maximilian said it best. Kids love Baraka and Sonic the Hedgehog. As a kid, I loved Baraka because he looked cool. He had like nine.
I agree. He was cool looking.
He had a nose frog. He was scary, but he was cool.
Yeah.
He had that like cool shirts and like his knife things. Sadly, he's just such a waste of a character.
I know. Thanks for making him fodder.
Thanks, Ed Boon.
Yeah. Go on.
My favorite anime movie. Oh, End of Evangelion. No.
Akira.
I like Akira as a thing to watch. As a story, it is super disjointed.
Yeah.
It has a lot of cool moments, like when.
Of course, I mean it's.
Of course, like when.
Hopefully, Jordan Peele will be able to fix it in his live-action adaptation.
Come on, Jordan! You just won your Oscar.
For writing.
He has a Golden Globe too.
Yeah.
But anyway, Golden Globes. Who cares? The Room's my favorite anime movie. No, my favorite anime movie. That one's hard because I want to say Endless Waltz as well. Maybe I want to say Gundam Unicorn because those almost count as movies. Because have you seen the quality of like how good those episodes look? Almost anything Gundam's done.
What about Fist North Star the movie?
Never mind, that's my favorite one. Yeah. Even the English for an English dub back in the day of that movie. It was
so none of the Dragon Ball movies are Dragon Ball Z movies are up there for you, like A Tree of Might or World's Strongest?
Those are really hard to pick.
Or Bio Brawly.
No, I hate Bio Brawly. My least favorite ones, and these are generally the ones that are seen the worst as the fans, are Return of Cooler. Revenge of Cooler is the first one. Return of Cooler.
Return of F.
Resurrection F is okay. People say the best
Battle of Gods.
Battle of Gods is the best Dragon Ball Z movie because legitimately is like a really.
But is it your favorite though? Like, best doesn't mean your favorite.
As a kid, my favorite one was Broly because I'm a Mexican kid and Broly's Broly.
Yeah, what kid doesn't love Broly? He's like Goku. He looks like Goku. He's Super Saiyajin. He's Super Saiyajin, and he has neon green hair. It is a knockoff. I don't care. Look how cool this fool is.
Yeah.
Broly almost seems to be designed for like Mexican knockoff markets.
For me, I like World's Strongest actually a lot because that one's cool because because we get to see Roshi get to do some stuff too.
Yeah.
Also, for some reason, the original OP of the Ocean dub, the one with Brought the Dragon, used footage of World's Strongest and Tree of Might.
Yeah, it's weird.
And the Dead Zone, which is the Emperor Pilaf one.
Yeah.
Or Garlic Jr. one.
Emperor Pilaf and Garlic Jr., yeah.
For some reason, those three movies were used mostly for the opening of Brought the Dragon.
Which is weird.
Even though I don't even think... I think the Ocean dubs did produce those, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
That was a really weird move, watching it now. But no, my favorite one is probably Fist of the North Star, because like I said, for an 80s anime, riding the coattails of Akira, that was pretty damn impressive for a dub.
Yeah.
Everybody sounded pretty good, and that's pretty impressive for that. After that, I don't know why, but dubbing went pretty... There was a weird time in the 90s where dubbing was really bad.
Yeah,
especially even
now.
Well,
you should. Like it's funny because that's the stuff I grew up with as a kid. But then the high school stuff was like really weird because I had Full Metal Alchemist and I had Rurouni Kenshin.
Did you ever watch Brotherhood?
I watched a little bit of it. I mostly grew up with the OG one, which I think stands on its own.
I mean, we still have the movie Conquerors of Shambhala.
Yeah. There's that, and there's also the other thing. All my high school. We can talk about my high school stuff some other time. But the high school stuff, I had pretty much like Dragon Ball.
You watched a little bit of Naruto with me.
Yeah, I did. I was into Naruto when it was at its height.
You dropped off right after it ended.
Yeah.
So you didn't go into play Shippuden.
No.
Granted that right after it ended and it was going to be on Disney XD, I was going to watch it and then I I just kind of dropped it because I don't know. I felt the Disney version was just weird.
One Piece was a travesty, the dub. But like I'm talking about I'm talking about Toonami and then like Toonami
I think
Midnight Run.
our favorite anime to watch was probably Bobo. We were all hyped to watch that
Yeah,
when it
because
came on.
it was funny, and from my sense of humor at the time. But like I mean, for me, like my high school animes were pretty much anything that was on Toonami in the afternoon, and anything that was on Adult Swim on Saturday nights. So like
A lot of Dragon Ball Z.
yeah, but also or Toonami Midnight Run. Well, that's '90s. That's my childhood. Never mind.
That was Toonami Midnight Run and like that stuff. Pretty much is Dragon Ball Z and like Gundam Wing.
Uncut, yeah.
Wing Uncut's like.
But then like on Saturday nights on Adult Swim, you had Rurouni Kenshin uncensored, which you watched earlier in the day censored. Or you had Big O.
I remember you were super into like Rurouni Kenshin.
Furikuri was cool because they had that kicking end theme song. Right,
Yeah.
a shooting star. Yeah. Anyways, we've gone on long enough.
Yeah.
In
another episode, I'll talk about my frustrations of Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Always. So you're just gonna join that Legion?
No, bonus question. Can you answer this quickly?
Sure.
Because you're an actual '90s kid. What do you think about the '90s anime aesthetic wave of like sad boys on Twitter that are taking like '90s anime screencasts and pretty much being like and doing the vaporwave stuff and whatnot?
It's not my aesthetic because my aesthetic is more shit like Golden Boy.
Yeah.
Which I watched at one of my friend's house growing up as a kid. Like when we were in high school, he had a copy of Golden Boy in English, which we watched and laughed at, and felt uncomfortable.
Next time we do this,
He's just like, "Are we watching porn together, guys? Should we all whip it out now?"
Next time I gotta ask you. I want to ask you about bootlegs and hentai.
Go for it.
Next time. Anyway, guys, we've gone on long enough. This is meant to be a short episode, but looks like you guys are getting a feature length dong.
Well, this will be in theaters in May.
This will be in theaters in May. Keep an eye out. Come out the same weekend as Solo. We're looking to beat it.
Yeah, we don't have to compete with Avengers because that's been pushed earlier to April.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So we just have to compete with Solo.
So catch you guys on the next one. Toonami Midnight Run.